for the tail end of Minicamp. How do you think you've grown?
I would just say my everyday approach is going in and trying to learn as much as possible, whether that's from the coaches, the vets, and on the practice field, learning and just going out there competing every day.
What's been the most challenging adjustment for you going from the college game to the pro game? Because you've had several practices under your belt.
Yeah, I would just say the learning curve of going out there and learning how to be a pro. I know I said that previously in minicamp that I just want to learn how to go out there and be a pro, and that's probably the biggest gap for me is learning how to be a pro, having a routine, the playbook, stuff like that. And I'm just trying to soak up as much knowledge as possible.
A lot of guys keep saying, I get here at 6:30 and Jayden's already here. So what time are you getting here? And what are you doing in the morning when you get here?
I get here around like 5:45, and just like walking through in the bubble, in the indoor, watching film and stuff like that. But just trying to prepare myself for the day. It's kind of just that routine that I had when I was in college, but now I'm in there actually walking through because I'm not. I'm still learning the playbook and trying to grasp everything. So just being comfortable for the day and being ready to go out there and go out and compete at practice.
Are you by yourself when you're doing that?
Yeah.
And then what's the biggest?
No, me and Luke McCaffrey.
Okay. Where is the biggest jump you feel you've made from rookie to now, rookie minicamp?
I would just say as you rep more things, obviously you start getting a grasp of the playbook, but I still got a long way to go to still be where I want to be, try to perfect it, try to be a perfectionist as much as possible.
Having been out here and really working with Cliff, what has that been like for you?
It's been great, just the offensive mind Cliff is, the type of coach he is, and how he can scheme things up. He has a very quarterback-friendly offense, just for everybody in that room to go out there and be able to learn it, go out there and compete at a high level. Practice day is not something that you're going out there, you're worrying about, man, what is this, what is that. Cliff does a great job of just going out there and trying to make it as easy as possible, not only the quarterback, but the whole offense, so we can go out there and play fast.
With some of the veterans on the defense, like guys like Bobby Wagner, how much are you picking their brains just on what they're seeing when you're there?
A lot. I talk to them all the time, just what did they see, why they do this, what did you see from this, what made you check to this, stuff like that. But that just comes with the game. You're trying to soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you got guys like Bobby that been playing at a high level for a very long time. So as much as I could be around them and pick their brain, I'm willing to do that.
Hey Jay, you said Luke McCaffrey's out there with you. How did that pair come together? Did you guys decide you wanted to get there early?
It just started from probably rookie minicamp. Luke asked me what I was doing. He sent me up early one day, told him, and he showed up ever since.
And you said you obviously have still some work to do out here. What specifically are you kind of trying to still work through? Is it the playbook or just the
everything. Playbook, timing up the drops with the concepts, just expanding my football knowledge to go out there so I can finish off mini camp strong, put in the work and get ready for training camp to come out here and help the team get better in any way possible.
You mentioned training camp. After tomorrow you have kind of 6 weeks off. Have you started to think about how you balance time off, mental, physical, as you get ready for training camp?
I've been in football mode, man. Mini camp, OTAs, rookie mini camp now, mandatory mini camp. All I know is I'm going to go back to Southern California, go train my quarterback coach down in Huntington Beach, and get ready for the season, get ready for training camp, and put myself in the best position out there to come out here and just compete with the guys and have fun.
Will you try and get together with the other receivers to grow?
I know that we talked about it. Obviously, Marcus talked about it a lot. So we'll figure something out. There's no fine print, no details on that, but we'll figure something out.
Back to the morning sessions for a second. Nick Allegretti said he prides himself on being one of the first in there, and he walks in and you're there. So how does that translate what you're doing in the bubble to here? Are you feeling that's making a lot of sense to you?
Yeah, 100%. The work that you put in is the work that you're going to, give out. And if you really want to be successful, you want to learn, you want to be a pro at the highest level, you got to take knowledge of people, learn from their routines, what will help them be successful, obviously Nick, he was with the Chiefs and what they did over there. So he gets here early, man, and I'm always an early guy. I kind of learned that when I was at LSU, and now I took it here. Still trying to tweak it a little bit, but I still got a long way to go.
Coach told us yesterday we have the tape of the first pitch. We haven't quite used it yet, but it's in our back pocket. Do you expect at some point you're going to see that as a rookie?
It's already on social media, so it's not really the tape. Blame that guy right there. He touched the baseball. Sam Hartman helped me warm up, so I blame them.
How many plays or pages of the playbook have you had to learn?
I don't even have a number for that, honestly. It's not too lengthy, but, it's an NFL playbook for sure.
When you say it's a quarterback-friendly offense, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, going out there and putting not just myself but everybody in the best position to be successful, playing to the guys' strengths. Obviously, we're installing, the base offense, base game plan, but, Cliff wants us to go out there and be successful at the end of the day. He doesn't want – it's not, we need to do this his way. We all have input of what we like and how we think we should run that. He always asks for it. Come talk to him. He's an open book, man, and, he wants to be successful.
Jayden, when you're out there, have there been any specific moments, whether it's minicamp or OTAs prior to that, where you've been like, whoa, this is faster, this is harder?
Not off the top of my head for sure. I'll probably say today, messing and playing around, going against the defensive ones, and, you see Deron Payne, John Allen, Clee, all those guys are in the backfield real fast. And, obviously those guys, Pro Bowls and stuff like that, played at the highest level for a long time. So seeing those guys, but, man, just being out there and just being able to compete against those guys and, push myself, push the offense and also push them to go out there and keep competing each and every day.
And then it seems like you're always smiling. How much fun are you having out there?
Man, a ton. It's something I dreamt about since I was a kid. Be able to come out here and just have the blessing to go out there and play football at the highest level. You can't take it for granted because it could be done at any moment.
Jayden, you've talked a lot about what the adjustments have been like being a pro on the field with the playbook. What's it been like? I know we've seen you out at the Nats. You're out at the soccer game at Commanders Field this past week. What's it been like, all the stuff that comes with being the star quarterback in Washington now? How has it been adjusting to that, being in here in this market?
I ain't a star quarterback. Yeah, I got a long way to go. I'm a rookie to answer that. But just coming out here and just being able to experience different things. Like, that was my first time throwing out a first pitch. That was my first time going to a soccer game and just seeing the atmosphere, seeing different sports, and be able to just go out there and support them, coming into a new town, a new community, and be able to go out there and support, and, showing them love. So when our season come around, the players at the Nationals game or, people on the Team USA for soccer want to come to a game, they can come show love too.
And what's it been like getting to interact with the Washington fans? What have you been hearing from them? What's kind of been your message to them when you're meeting them out in the public?
Everybody is telling me good luck, praying for a good season. Obviously they're excited. They're excited with the new regime out here, obviously what Adam and DQ are doing. And it's going to be fun, Mr. Harris, it's just a breath of fresh air for those fans. So I know they're excited to come out here and see us compete in training camp. We're excited to go out there and compete for them.
Take 3 more. Hey, Jayden, having guys like Zach Ertz and Austin Ekeler, who's been in the league for a long time, what are those guys doing to help you as you go through your rookie offseason so far?
They're a huge help. Another set of eyes, they've seen a lot. And, having those guys, it's not just for me, but, for Marcus and for Jeff, for Sam, is having those guys that know the game of football, know coverages, and, you don't have to be out there and try to make every play by yourself, man. If you don't like it, man, check it down to Ekeler. Let him do what he does. And obviously he's a very good receiver, and you got a QB-friendly tight end in Zach that's very smart, very intentional what he does with his route running, and they're very friendly. And, they love the game of football, too, so it's a big help for all of us.
Jayden, there's a lot of expectation or anticipation of what you might mean for this franchise and from this fan base. Do you feel any added pressure because of that?
Nah, not at all. I'm just out here just doing my job. How can I help the team get better each and every day? And that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on learning, focused on going out here, keep competing every day and having fun. Bringing that energy and that joy and that competitiveness to the team, which DQ and them preach all the time. We want to compete in everything that we do. So I'm out here just trying to do my job. That's the 1/11th and getting the 11 people on my side of the ball to go the same direction.
Jayden, I noticed the basketball that's down by the field. I was actually just curious, what is the routine that you do with the basketball, out of curiosity? Explain in great detail, actually.
Yeah, to sum it up, it's different sports, different type of feel. Shooting a basketball, you have a basketball in your hand. Once you're done with that and you pick up a football, the football feels smaller. So just integrating that, when you're shooting a basketball, I don't know if everybody's a shooter, but you flick of the wrist motion. It's kind of the same thing for the football. You get a little spiral. You got to flick your wrist in different ways. So that's a different way to warm up my wrist.
Where did you learn that from? Why did you start incorporating it?
Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. I've been doing that since I was a junior in high school. So that's something I just kept with me the whole time.
Thank you, Jayden.
Appreciate y'all.
Rocking the cutoff. What's that? Thank you. Joining the married life. Yeah, shout out to my wife, Mel. Heck yeah.
And she still lets you play football. Everybody good? You give me a sense of what this experience has been like here this first couple of weeks of camp, and obviously a new face to this franchise. But what are you noticing?
Yeah, I think, what's important during this time of year is continuing to bring our guys together. Obviously, we have, a lot of new coaches, a lot of new faces, players, and so it's a whole kind of, hey, reestablish ourselves, find the roles, find our footing, find a rhythm within the team, not only on the field, but in the locker room, in the meeting rooms, with the coaches. So really trying to form that chemistry right now. And so that's what we've been doing. I love how DQ's been attacking really all of our camaraderie stuff, even like in team meetings, he'll call someone out, hey, where have you seen signs of the brotherhood coming together? And so just things like that. We're talking about it. We're talking about setting a standard, what that means, transactional things that are on the field that we can cash in on. Hey, we're showing it. This is a good example. This is bad. This has got to be better. This is what we want to do. And so when we bring in all of those aspects together, it really sets yourself up for success in the fall. Yeah, I'm healthy, so it's another opportunity to go out there and try to stay as healthy as I can. Week one, it sucks. Balling out like 150 yards, touchdown, feeling good. Fourth quarter, whack, high ankle sprain. Finally get back, bang, ankle sprain on the other side. And then, we had some injuries with kind of our offense. So, and then our scheme, was a little different from the year before. So it seemed like we were always trying to put ourselves together, myself included, and trying to figure out, hey, look, can I get in a rhythm? How can I get back on my feet and play the way I used to? And so this is another opportunity to do that. And I know this league is brutal when it comes to how you're judged. You're judged off of your last season. And so right now it's another opportunity for me to rebound and show that, hey, I can still play at a high level. Not much, because I feel like even when he was the head coach, he was still implementing his philosophies in the running back room, and so I still feel those. And he's actually the one that taught me a lot of the philosophies that I know, because that's who I came in with. And I remember, back in when I was a rookie, and we would be working with Fredo, who was our running back coach at the time, one of Aylin's friends, and Coach Lynn came jogging across because my track was off by about a foot. Like, he's that detailed on all of the running back fundamentals, and so now having him as a coach and seeing that all the time, I know it's going to help elevate all of our guys in that room.
And how do you embrace the competition with B-Rob? I think we all agree he was underused last year. How do you embrace that? Because Anthony said, I love the fact that these two guys got to go at it.
Yeah, that's what it's about, right? That's what this whole organization, this whole league is about. It's about competition, and it's about putting your best foot out there and making sure, hey, this is what I'm earning. Go out and earn your reps. And it doesn't mean that, hey, it's about, hey, you trying to bring someone down. It's the opposite. You're trying to bring someone else up, because, hey, if you're a good player, you're going to earn that right. If you're not, then, hey, you might be better at this. You might be better at this. We're different body types, different assets, different ways. He's a little bit younger. I have a little bit more tape. My strengths are well known, right? My strengths are well known. B-Rob's still getting himself in his footing, going into year 3 here, and so I'm looking forward to, for us, not only with him but the rest of the room as well, to competing out here. And for me, one of my philosophies every year is, hey, when I was a starter, it's like you're trying to take my job. That's what your mindset has to be. And it's my job not to let you take my job. But here, I'm a leader where I'm going to help you. I'm going to try to help you as much as you can because you pushing me is going to make me a better person, just like I'm going to try to push you. And so that's what we're about in that room is competition because it's going to help us all get better. Yeah, it's been great, man. It's been great. It's definitely different than what I'm used to. And so for us now, it's like, okay, let me get myself in the best position on the field. And that's exactly what they've been doing. That's the philosophy of what Cliff's been putting us in. Letting us move around. Like I'm in the slot, I'm out wide, I'm in the backfield. Me and B-Rob are in at the same time. I'm lined up on the edge. I'm chipping. I'm using it in the run game. We're using the option game. So you're going to see me all over the field. And I think from my reputation, I'm pretty much a Swift Army knife wherever you need me. Special teams, offense, I'm going to get it done for you. So I think he's utilizing that to the max.
You spent all of your career with the Chargers, and you come over here to Washington. Do you almost view this as like a fresh start? How excited are you to kind of start a new chapter of your football life?
Yeah, it's just that's what it is right there. It's a new chapter, and for me, it was like, dang, like I'm moving out of where I'm used to, where I'm comfortable with out in LA, and the establishment that I've been a part of for so long in that fan base, and so it was really bittersweet, honestly. Like it was like, what? It's bitter because I'm gonna miss the fan base, I'm gonna miss that culture out there, but also sweet because it's a new chapter, and so that's what I think life's about. Life's about going out there, experiencing new things, and now I'll be able to have this a part of my story. Where I was in LA for 7 years, then I went to the other side of the coast, and we were balling out, and it was good times, and we were winning games, and so that's what I'm trying to paint right now. And so it's been as great a start as it can be, and I'm looking forward to continue to build this chapter out here.
You play with a couple of good quarterbacks in Rivers and
Yeah.
Herbert. And with the Chargers, you've played against a lot of good quarterbacks, and now you
For
have
sure.
a young quarterback here in Jayden Daniels. Any comparisons from your experiences, whether it's Herbert, Rivers, that you've seen in Jayden?
They're all different. I came in with Phillip. He was like in year 15 or something like that, and so that's different when you're with a quarterback that's a vet like that, and especially for him because he would embrace the leader role. He had been doing that for a while. He'd been there longer than anyone besides the ownership, and so he was out there. He's running the blitz pickup meetings. He's running drills on the field. Like it's Phillip running it to say, now I want that one again. Hey, you come over here. Let's run it this way. To Justin, who was trying to figure out as a rookie, just like Jayden is right now. So it takes a little bit longer for them to get their footing, which is expected, just like any rookie it is. But from Justin to Jayden, they're still different in their own ways, which all of us are as players, and so you build your identity, but it's really hard to tell anything until we really get into preseason to see how it's playing out. But I'm proud of what the strides he's made so far. He's embraced the leadership role. Things that I love to see, especially from the quarterbacks, is if you don't like a route or something, you're calling me up. He's done that a few times after practice. We're out here getting routes, him and Mariota too. We're getting routes about, hey, we saw this in practice. Let's redo that one. Hey, you dropped this one. It was a bad throw. Let's redo it. And that's the start of showing good leadership, and it's going to translate into the fall.
One of the things that when people talk about the leadership when you came here and all that, and somebody brought up B-Rob, he can catch the ball.
Oh, yeah.
There's a difference between catching the ball and being a really good receiver on the backfield. So what are some of the little things that maybe you've been able to help him with to even help him improve, even just whether it's running routes or whatever?
Yeah. It's tough to really help someone when you've been doing it so long because they've established their identity of how they do it. So it's not necessarily, hey, we're coming out here and trying to change what you're doing. You use your strengths to your advantage. He's a big guy, and so he's going to have those strengths to his advantage. He's going to be able to catch the ball. He's going to be a strong runner coming downhill. Doesn't mean he doesn't have as much wiggle, but if you compare him to me, I'm a jitterbug out there. I'm probably going to be able to be a little bit more maneuverable than he is. And so it's not like, hey, B-Rob, this is what you got to do, because that's not relatable. He's got to be able to go out and make it. And that's the reason he's here, is because he's been able to use his talent. So I don't even think it's about going out there and trying to help him. I think it's about encouraging him to be the best he can be with the talents that he has.
And then going back to Jayden, is there a play or anything that you've seen out here where you just kind of say, wow, or do you just kind of still say it's June?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Like today we had a little check down and it was like 2 yards in front of him and it's in the dirt. It's like, come on, man. But then yesterday he's out in the scramble, slings it up, and it's a one-handed catch down the sideline by a receiver, things like that. So you're like, wow. Like you see a little bit of all of that. And that's what the spring is about. It's about going out there, trying to continue to build the chemistry, knocking some rust off, trying some new things, getting used to the speed of the game because it's a lot different. So I'm looking forward to him continuing to progress in his maturity throughout this, tomorrow and then into the fall and the preseason. So appreciate y'all. Oh, that was one more. What you got? Best one.
Austin, speaking of Justin Herbert, you obviously work with the rookie quarterback, a young quarterback, and you said it's a time thing. Outside of that element, what else did you learn about working with Justin that you have either been able to impart with Jayden, or that you feel like you can be able to help him along his rookie season?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to, putting veterans around someone that I saw with Justin too. We had a lot of older guys around him, and that really helps it, especially at the center position, and I think especially the receivers too, really all the skill positions, because there's a lot of lining up over here at the center position, because hey, they're going to be able to take on all the protections for you, so you don't have to worry about the tilt. Like when Phillip was there, it was like he saw it all, he would call it all, he'd do the points. Now we have Tyler's out there calling all the points, right? You put veterans receivers, they're more than likely going to be in the right spots, running the right routes with the right timing, and so when you put those veterans around that have been there, done that, it really helps the quarterback, whoever it is, right, understand, get comfortable, right, be in their drop back, not having to see the whole field, as far as, okay, let me focus at one thing at a time. Maybe this time I'm focused on the front side of this route, or just reading man zone, because it's hard to learn it all at once, right? It takes time. You got to, okay, let me look at the safeties, let me read the zone, let me read the coverage, let me check the plays, all these different things that they could put in there. But when you put, like I said, the veterans around, like myself, when we're in the right spots doing the right things, we can help him play at the best, so he doesn't worry about all the things that he can't control. Yep. Appreciate y'all.